It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I decided I would do a weekend special. You know, December, everybody took a whole lot of days off. And I got to tell you, I just don't like December. You know, Santa Claus, all that crazy stuff. There's just a lot of days off. And, you know, the old saying, if you want to beat the competition, you got to work harder than the competition and all that good stuff. So I have to put in some overtime, folks. I got to work a little bit harder. And so I decided I would do a weekend special, and I want to do a crossword puzzle for you. And I also want to do an acronym game. Because, folks, I saw this crossword puzzle by our friends at Lexmark. They put out a crossword puzzle over the holidays. And I'm looking at this crossword puzzle and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is something like a 2-year-old can figure out. And I know our industry, well, there's a lot of 2-year-olds in it. Let me just say that. But there's a lot of smart people too. And I wanted to create a crossword puzzle around Lexmark and 9-Star that I feel is more relevant to the situation at 9-Star and Lexmark, because you know 9-Star does own Lexmark, PRC, slave labor, all that crazy stuff. So I'll get to that in a second. But we also have a lot of acronyms. And there's this acronym floating around the industry. And people reached out to me and said, Ray, what the hell does this thing really mean? What do these 3 letters mean? Let me show you the 3 letters, and then there's 2 options. We got to pick which one it means. So here are the letters. Okay, ECS. We have 2 options. Let me share the first option with you. Tell me if you think this is what it means. Eluding challenging situations. Does ECS stand for eluding challenging situations? Or does ECS stand for embracing challenging situations? Which one does it mean? I mean, I'm looking at these 3 letters and I'm thinking, boy, that's kind of tough. I have to do some contemplating. And I'm thinking, well, how do you contemplate? Where's a good place to contemplate? Because we're talking about, you know, really getting into the psychology of the industry to try to figure out, does ECS mean eluding challenging situations or embracing challenging situations? The only place you're going to get the answer, ladies and gentlemen, you got to meditate in the desert. I'm convinced of it. So what I'm going to do is, in a very short time, I'm going to have to go to the desert and search for this answer. Because I think we need to know what ECS stands for. You know, I'm really hoping. I'm hoping like hell it's embracing challenging situations. But stay tuned, because once I get the answer, I'll share it with you. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go to this crossword puzzle. You know, I just call it defining 9-Star Lexmark through words. I'll ask the question, see if we can come up with the answers. Lexmark data collection tool, one across. What do y'all think it is? You're gonna love this answer. Balloon. The Lexmark 9-Star data collection tool is a balloon. We've all seen the balloon flying across from China, coming over here, flying around, you know, getting some data probably. Who knows? But I think that's a great answer. Great answer. 3 across. Letters for the Internet of Things. Letters for the Internet of Things. That was on the original Lexmark puzzle that they put out there. And I mean, what did they think? People don't know IoT. But I'll tell you what, in my game, it means something totally different. The letters for the Internet of Things regarding 9-Star and Lexmark, PRC. People's Republic of China. 4 across. Lexmark's governance style. And this would qualify for 9-Star and Phantom and G&G and all those subsidiaries that 9-Star owns. What's the governance style? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what it is. Communist. It's a communist governance style. Because we all know that PRCs are controlled by the Communist Chinese Party. You all heard those stories. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 across. Used to keep employees from leaving. Used to keep employees from leaving. That is an interesting one. Let's see what that is. Chains. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you're a PRC company and you use the slave force labor, there's probably chains involved. Boy, that's amazing. The real CEO's title. The real CEO's title of a PRC company, whether it's Lexmark, 9-Star, any other PRC company. What's the CEO's real title? Dictator. Well, that's a good answer, dictator. I think they're spot on there. Lexmark's marketing strategy around the DHS ban. So we've seen Lexmark with the ban, a lot of crazy stuff. You saw those videos I pulled up, right? Oh my gosh. A crazy ass statement around it and everything. So, you know, what's their marketing strategy? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a lie. I mean, that's my thinking anyway. So now let's see what's the words going down. We got to get the crossword puzzle crossing down kind of thing, right? Worldview of 9-star, 2 down. Worldview of 9-star. Anybody know? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Atrocities. I mean, the world, they don't like slave labor by any stretch of the imagination. It's just terrible, terrible. Name of boss, all 9-star subsidiaries. Who's the name of the boss of all the 9-star subsidiaries? Well, if we know their title is dictator, we could pretty much assume that the that the name is Xi, right? Xi the dictator in China. 9-star's cost savings program. You know, 9-star, just like everybody else, they got to have a cost saving program. You know, some of our here, let me just put it this way. We've seen some in the industry, literally, they had to make, cuts. They had to get rid of people. But 9-star says, we don't have to get rid of people. We want to save some money? Well, we'll just use slaves. I mean, that's how you don't have to pay them, right? Boy, this is crazy, crazy stuff. No wonder they're so competitive sometimes. Lexmark, true owners. 7 down. Lexmark, true owners. And we all know it's 9-star, right? 9-star is Lexmark's true owners because a lot of people out there are still fooled by this. I mean, they see the building in Kentucky, the American flag hanging over, they're all confused. It is the PRC company called 9-star. Describe term of employment. How do the 9-star folks describe the term of employment? You know, like college professors, tenure or whatever. You know how 9-star describes it? As a sentence. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this was a better puzzle to kind of outline my thinking around 9-star and Lexmark. And, the acronym ECS, we got to get the answer to that. I'll have to go meditate in the desert, get that answer. I'll get it to you soon because everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.